Hello, Laura. It's a pleasure for us to talk to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Hello.
Burning Witch's new album, Inquisition, has just been released. What will people find in this work?
Yeah, it's it's a lot of different songs because we wanted to have a good mix of all the songs that we already had. We wanted the style to be representative, but we do hear from a lot of people it's really heavy, and I do think we have some heavy songs that are a little bit more heavy than before. Uh, and it also fits the theme because Inquisition, for people that don't know, it's a era in history where people were really afraid that the church would visit them because they were a heathen or maybe they were just weird. And yeah, they would need to confess to save their lives, and maybe they would even need to point at someone else like, hey, this guy is a bad guy. And if they wouldn't do that, yeah, they would also die or be tortured or yeah, so everyone was afraid. So that's what the album is about. So it is a bit heavy, but we also have a lot of different songs on it. Yeah.
How was the process of creating, recording, and finalizing the album?
Yeah. Well, usually Romana just has a lot of ideas already ages, before we actually start recording. So she has some riffs and general song ideas and at some point, she will send some of it to me, and usually it already has like a verse and a chorus, maybe a bridge. So we can see if it works if I write some vocal lines on it. If it works, she'll go with the rest of the band to the rehearsal room, finish the song, and eventually we go to the studio, a little creek studio in Switzerland, and yeah, and there we finish everything. Yeah.
We already have concerts scheduled to promote the album.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have been on tour in America, but there were visa delays, sadly. A lot of people have them right now. So we couldn't go there now, but there are shows for March now. So they're just postponed to March. And we will go, yeah, we have a European tour starting in January. And who knows, maybe we have some shows at the end of this year. We're working on it now. So let's see if if it will happen. Yeah.
Is there any chance to you girls come to Brazil?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, we have to because now we have a new album, so we have to come back.
How many times did you play in Brazil?
Oh, we had a few shows there. Last tour we went. I mean, the last tour we went, I'm not sure how many shows, but definitely one. But before that, we also went, and then we were in Curitiba, Sao Paulo, I believe. Yeah, so it must have been about three shows. Yeah.
You joined the band in 2019. How did you meet the girls since the band is from Switzerland and you are from Netherlands?
Um, yes, I actually, had a cover online of Touch of Evil from Judas Priest. So, and they were really looking for someone that just loves old school heavy metal. So yeah, and Sonja used to be in the band. She was also Dutch, so we knew each other. And this is how they saw me. And yeah.
You rehearsal in Switzerland or in Netherlands? How it worked?
Yeah, so if there are new songs, I will go to Switzerland because yeah, we have a rehearsal room in Switzerland, but it's not super close for me. So sometimes I go with the train. It's like 8 hours if I'm lucky because sometimes yeah, a little bit shorter maybe, but the trains are not always entirely on time, so it's about eight. So and then yeah, I can take a flight, but it's also about 6, 7 hours because you have to wait and you have to travel from the airports anyway. Um, yeah, so I go there when it's really necessary, when we have new songs or for recording. Yeah.
Let's back in time with your time machine. How did you start in music?
Ooh, so that's long ago. Yeah, I wanted to be a guitarist, but it didn't happen. So I actually also, yeah, did some songwriting, singer-songwriting stuff at some point. But yeah, I wanted to make metal because I like the guitars, right? So I quit playing guitar. I was like, okay, I'm not good enough for this. I'll just sing. I was not a good singer either, but I became a good one. I at least I, like to think that I got there eventually. Um, so yeah, I guess at 20 years old, I started to take singing lessons. I'm already 37 now. So we're a few years further, and here we are. Yeah.
And you have a very powerful voice and very beautiful. Do you have any special care with your voice?
Yeah, thanks. I don't do anything special much, but I do try to avoid some things because I have some allergies, so I need to avoid smoke, perfume. And then, okay, I do need to sleep enough, right? Because yeah, if you sleep enough, it will recover good and it will sound better. And you can probably hear at the moment I actually have a cold a bit, so it's a bit, it's a bit different than normal. But okay, it will be all right in a few days, yeah.
Which moments comes to your mind now that you consider important moments? You know.
Um, Important moments. Yeah. I mean, I guess the moment I decided that I wanted to be a good singer, I think is the always kind of stuck to me, I guess. But yeah, so I don't know, for some stupid reason I was motivated enough to put in all the hours. I think that's the most important. You have to keep going. Yeah, I guess I was, yeah, I love it. I love music, I love singing, um and yeah, of course, being in Burning Witches, I think is definitely one of the most important moments because I was finally in a band that took it serious, that was did a good job and they were already at a label and really wanted to go for it. And yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
How much important is the base of fans to you?
Oh yeah, really important, yeah. If there was no one that wanted to see us, we would not have been there. So yeah, no, it's great. I think, Brazil anyway has really nice, enthusiastic people. It's always cool to be there. And yeah, very important, keep coming. Yeah, stay metal.
What do you like to do when you are not involved with music?
Yeah, I do love to just sit on the couch and watch Netflix sometimes, to be honest. So I'm watching this. Yeah, I forgot the title. I forgot what it's called. But it's funny. It's about someone that accidentally got back in time, and it's a she. She's a Michelin chef, apparently. And then she gets captured by it's a Korean series. It's really like over the top. It's a bit like Japanese stuff, but
Uh-huh.
oh, it's so funny. And then she has to cook for the emperor, and the emperor is a tyrant, so it's really funny. Gets in all kind of stupid situations. Um, so I love watching Netflix. I like usually fantasy and action and comedy sometimes. Yeah. So I think that's my biggest hobby. It's actually funny because now the tour is postponed. Of course I have some extra time. So what am I doing? I'm actually trying to learn how to play bass now a bit, and I got an electric drum set, so maybe also some drumming. So, but that's still music. But
How is to your family, your father, mother, to see the daughter in a front of a heavy metal band? Whoa! What they say to you?
yeah, they're proud of me. They think it's nice that they do think I sing nice. They don't really listen to metal much themselves, so I was almost surprised, that they're still so enthusiastic about it. Especially my mom, because she is usually also pretty religious. But yeah. she's also proud of me at the same time, so it's okay for her, but not it's a bit, tricky, but
I get
yeah.
it. Now, a funny question. If you could be part of any band in the history of music, which band would be and why?
Yeah, I think I just have to go for Judas Priest. Yeah, like I told you, I love guitars, and I think this is the band that just impresses me so much with the guitars and with the vocals. So yeah, Judas Priest.
Another imaginary question, Laura. If you
Yeah.
needed to live inside the cover art of any album in the music
Oh.
history, which would be and why?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, we have to think about that. Oh man. That's a good question. It's a cool question. Nice. It's really, I'm going to go. It's the cover of the album is not particularly amazing, but I just love this album. It's called Aina.
Mhm.
So the album is called Days of Rising Doom, and the album cover itself is maybe not like super nice, but it's a bit set in this medieval times, and it's the kind of fantasy story that I love. So this is my favorite metal opera. I love a lot of the vocals and the songs that are on there. Um, it's produced by Sasha Peth. I don't think it's a super well-known album, but for some reason it's my favorite metal opera. So.
Mhm. The last imaginary question. If you could have any superpower, what
Ooh.
would it be and why?
Yes, it would definitely be flying. Because, then you can go anywhere you want, whenever you want. I think it's nice. Yeah, just flying. And it's good for on stage because I could fly in on a broom.
Uh, do you have a dream?
Let's see what happens, I always used to say it would be great to be doing a headline tour around the world. And we're more or less capable of doing that actually, so that's great. So my next goal would be if we could maybe headline like the other thing was I want to play on Wacken, and then when I just entered Burning Witches in the first 5 shows we played on Wacken. So I guess the dream would be to once upon a time headline Wacken or Hellfest or Grasspop or any of those really cool festivals. I think that would be the next dream. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this interview. It was very special to us in Rock Mania. Okay, thank you.
Stay metal, come to the show, we will see you there. And yeah, thank you so much for supporting us. Yeah.